What is up, guys? Back again with another video. So today I'm going to be discussing my experience with the Black Ops 6 beta that just opened up not too long ago. I think it was about 5 to 7 days ago, if I do remember. I know this video is a little overdue for the fact that the weekend one already just ended, but I wanted to grind and soak up some knowledge of some other content creators' thoughts on the game too. As well as I couldn't really make the video anyway because I didn't have my USB or anything like that to really take the footage off my PlayStation 5, but we're doing it now, so that's all that matters. Alright, so many of you may be asking yourselves, has COD really changed? Is it really worth that 50 or a Benji in your fucking wallet? Well, we're going to be going over that, because there's a lot of positives and negatives to this game so far that I've seen in the beta. We can't play zombies, but I'll do another video on that soon. Anyway, it'll all be about the multiplayer and what came about during the beta. Alright, so don't just take my word for all of this, because I'm probably just a tad bit tipped in COD's favor because of their fucking track record. But I tried to stand on the line between liking it and hating it during this beta, and I mean, I had a little bit of fun. There's just a lot of negatives that are plaguing this COD at the moment. So all of you are going to be asking about what the positives of this game is so far. Well, let me tell you what. So our graphics have increased dramatically, and I mean dramatically, because just take a look at Modern Warfare 3's graphics. I mean, it looked like I was playing like on a Toshiba laptop or a Nintendo DS. Better yet, the shitty end of a PS2. I mean, over the past couple COD games, we've had like major issues with graphics. I mean, Vanguards were god awful. Take a look at those. Modern Warfare 2s were okay, but still kind of buggy. And Modern Warfare 3 was a little better, but it was still kind of the same because it was a carbon copy of the fucking game. Let's just be honest here, guys. Of course, I played on the PS4 for the longest time, so maybe it was just my graphics, just because I was playing on a console. Not really meant for the game itself. It was more meant for a PS5 or like an Xbox Series S or whatever you guys got nowadays for Xbox. Still, that doesn't explain the bugginess and excuse the bugginess of the games, and it almost looks like the games are almost unfinished, kind of, for the graphics. Another plus that we got in the beta was actually the weapons. I really did enjoy the weapons. Most of the weapons that we did get in the beta had more of a faster fire rate and a good amount of recoil control, like the Ames, whatever you call it. There was also the Jackal B. Diddy. That's a really fucking broken weapon, by the way. The downside that we had for weapons was secondaries. We only had pistols. There's no like secondary like little mini shotguns or like little mini SMGs. The only thing we had was pistols. There wasn't even like 3 or 4 pistols. There was only 2 goddamn pistols. There was one thing I was sort of neutral about. I was on the ropes on. It's like good and it's bad at the same time. And this is the Omni movement. It has a lot of downsides, but I sort of enjoyed it when I played the beta. That's just my opinion though. To be honest, I only really like the sliding movement, though. Like, the dolphin diving was kind of unnecessary. The only thing I'd use the dolphin diving for is to slide into, like, or dolphin dive into a spot to where I can see everybody, and not just, like, peek around a corner. Because you're just gonna end up probably dead. And that's where I'm gonna move on to another point after this, by the way. It'll definitely bring a lot of different competitiveness to the game with the Omni movement, or, like, just regular games in general. And then you got the full-scale tournaments. I'm not really sure why they added it, though, in the first place. But I'm just at a loss for words as I see people, like, fucking gorilla walking across the map. Now it's time for the downsides, ladies and germs, and let me tell you, I got a lot more negatives than I do positives. I think the biggest downside I had was the maps in general. Like, there was only one good map out of the 4 maps that we had for just general beta, and that was Derelict. Yeah, if I was more disappointed with anything in that beta, it was probably the maps, because the maps kind of make the fun in the beta. And there was, yeah, like I said, really only one good map in that playlist. Skyline was too much of an open map for my taste. It's like literally not even funny. I literally looked out a window and got clapped by the new Austin Sniper from Red Dead Redemption 2. One's just too small of a map. Like, it takes me less than 3 seconds to sprint into the main POI on the map and then get cucked by a kid with a Jackal PDW. Scud's just a description of itself, you know? It's genuinely just a giant disappointment, and everyone just kind of camps on one side of the map and hope they win. Another reason is the gigabytes that I need to get the game. I mean, Christ, cut me some slack. For the whole game, you need 309.65 gigabytes for the whole game. Before, like, the beta was even out, I had to choose games like in The Walking Dead where I had to choose a person to execute like Negan. Like, are we executing Red Dead Redemption 2 or are we, like, executing Hogwarts Legacy? Oh, screw it, I'm sniping both Hogwarts Legacy and Red Dead out of here. Another problem with the game is the TTK, or for y'all that don't know, the time to kill. I feel like the way it's evolved, like, it's too fast for COD nowadays, but with the Omni movement, maybe, just maybe, I might be just a tad bit incorrect. Like, I genuinely feel like if I shot somebody in the head, they just tank the bullets. But then when I get shot in the head, I get assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald in the Lincoln limousine. It takes maybe 4 hits to kill someone, and I get 8 hit markers, and it literally feels like I got a bag thrown over my head and kidney punched by a big burly man named Teron Quavius Dingleshotty the 87th. They've supposedly been working on the game for 4 years, and the UI still looks the same as the previous Modern Warfare 3 game. Like a little mix of like Cold War, like you just copy and pasted the UI, and that was 4 years. It took you 4 years. With
4,000 members.
I mean, I'm not like saying I hate Cold War. In fact, I probably spent a lot of my days in quarantine grinding the hell out of the game. Like, I genuinely love the game. And I played it quite frequently in middle school. Like, I had a lot of fond memories on that game. Another one of the many things wrong with this game is people getting shadow banned for absolutely no reason. So I'm pretty sure what I remember is people kept getting mass reported for all kinds of things. And you know what? Treyarch's bots that have rusty aids ended a lot of people's excitement for the game immediately when they booted the game up. Some people even got shadow banned and they didn't even have the beta. Like, I for real don't even know what to say. Next up is the controller aim, and it's kind of screwed up beyond repair. I mean, it's literally the same thing from Cold War. Like, we did not ask for this to come back. There was no reason for y'all to add it back. Like, seriously. I mean, the aim is somewhat good from long range, but when I get up close in a gunfight, it just turns off absolutely no warning whatsoever, and I get killed by a literal fetus that was born just the other day. Alright, the last thing I'm going to cover today is the spawns. In the beta, I'd be on one side of the map, like, let's just say Skyline, and the whole other lobby would spawn behind me, even though 4 of us were on the same side of the map, and the other, like, 3 or 4 were on the other side of the map. I'd be running down a section of the map, and a dude would just immediately spawn where I'm at. I've even had some times where I got screwed off spawn. I'm referring to when I spawned exactly where I just died, and then get immediately killed off spawn multiple times. That is a really big problem that if you're never fixed, you ain't gonna be building a very successful game. And I'm just being honest. Really, all I've said this whole video is honesty, and I need them to sort of switch up their act a little bit. I know this is just a beta. I know what everyone's gonna say. Yeah, the game's not out yet. And there's probably a lot of changes they're probably working on right now. But hopefully the videos they're seeing on YouTube put some well on their way to try and change a couple things. Because at the moment, things don't look super good. This is just what I thought about the game so far. I didn't mean to offend anyone, even if I did. I wouldn't really be surprised if I got any like hate comments in this video from pro COD lovers or just little kids. But yeah. COD needs to step up to the plate and change some things. Otherwise, you're just kind of dooming the whole franchise for all of us. And for the rest of time. Anyway, thank you guys for watching today's video. If you guys liked this video, please remember to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Maybe even leave a comment down below. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.